Here's the instrumental section. I'm just going to count it out in my head, but I'm not going to say anything out loud. And then I'm going to walk you through how I'm counting it. Okay, here's the uncounted version. This is just me playing. Okay, so here's a breakdown, step by step, of how I keep track of where I am in a rhythmic accompaniment where somebody else is playing the instrumental. In the case of California Dreamin', there's a flute solo, and the rhythm of the band or the guitar player stays constant underneath it, but plays through a certain progression of chords. If you don't have the changes for California Dreamin', just shoot me an email and I'll send you a sheet with the correct chord changes that I'm using on here. Okay, so that's the whole instrumental section. Now, how do I keep it together? How do I keep track of where I'm going? Especially with a piece that begins with this many repeats of the same chord at the top, it's tricky. So at first, when you're practicing, count it in your head, and here's how I'm counting. The first line, I'm playing 3 full times of the strumming pattern on A minor, and then a half A minor, half F on the first line. So here's what I'm doing on the first line. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up. And I'm just counting that in my head to keep track. And eventually, your hands, your body, your mind, you'll memorize the whole thing just from practicing. You don't have to memorize anything. Just count it off while you're playing. The second line of that first half of the instrumental is a split pattern in the first part here. So it's down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. And then the E7 sus to E7 is what we normally play, a full pattern on each. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. That's the whole first half of the instrumental section counted off. Then the second half repeats twice. So here's how it goes. I'll play it one time through first. It goes down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up. And then I just do that exactly the same way a second time. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 down. So try that technique. It's a technique you can generalize when you're learning songs where there is an instrumental section or a solo section. We often have to invest a little bit of extra learning as the accompanist or the rhythm guitar player when we're accompanying someone who's taking a lead solo. It's kind of important that you actually keep precise track of where you are in the repeats, and if it's a simpler pattern or a pattern that has a lot of repeating in it, it's a little bit tricky to keep track of. So what you do is you count it off until you've got it really locked in solid. So that's how you work your way through keeping track of an instrumental accompaniment or strummed accompaniment on an instrumental section of the song. If you're finding these videos useful, please subscribe to my channel. It's free, but it helps me out, and you will get notified when I have new lessons on the channel, which is happening all the time. My name's Bonner, and I hope you'll visit the Bonner Guitar channel again soon.